went ahead and opened up Part 7 in Fusion. And as you notice in this Part 7 in Fusion, it has my logo, or decal, whatever you're going to call it, on the actual part. What we're going to do is we're going to create a new decal using our monogram. So what I'm going to do right now, just to get ahead of the game, I'm going to go ahead and delete that decal. And let me do that again. Control Z to undo that. Define your decals, go to your part, open up your part, come down here where it says decals, click on that, open it up, then right mouse click, delete, and it takes care of it. Okay, so now I'm going to go over to Affinity, and I'm going to open up Affinity, and here's a monogram that I've already created in Affinity. This is my first name, which is Richard, and my last name is Platt, and my middle initial is A for Arlen. So my full name is Richard Arlen Platt. But as you see here, you always put your last name in the middle, the initial for your last name in the middle, and of course your first name, that initial there in the first slot here, and then for your middle initial in the back slot here, or the end slot. So it's RPA. So we're going to create another one of those, but it's real important that you pay close attention how I actually create a new monogram, kind of a variation on this one. So I'm going to go up here and say File, New, and it's going to come over and give me some options. Well, I don't really care about those options. First thing I'm going to do is change it to inches, and the size is ginormous, 16 inches. That's too big. We're going to say 11 inches, like a sheet of paper, by 8.5. By hitting your tab key, it'll jump to the next field, which is 8.5. Now, the most important part right here is this transparent background. Make sure you click that transparent background so you can see through your part and not have any white on it. See through your monogram and not have any white background. So let's create that. You know you've done it right when you've got these gray checkerboards that you see up here, that pattern. Okay, so now I'm going to go over here and select my text command over here on the side, Artistic Text Tool. Before I do anything, though, I'm going to come up here and set my text height to 144. And then I'm going to change my font to, I'm going to scroll down to, I'm going to try to find Times New Roman. Every computer comes with Times New Roman and Arial, but I kind of like Times New Roman. So I'm just going to click, and I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to hit put my cap locks on. I'm going to say R. I'm going to hit Escape. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit my V key, which is also the same as hitting this arrow here. So watch it, I'm going to hit my V key. Okay, it selected that. That's good. So now I'll take this guy, Control C and Control V. Now I'm going to use my Shift key and right arrow, and I'm going to pull that off to the side right here. Okay, so now I'll double click on this, and that'll put me back in the text command, and I'm going to key in A. All right, so now I'll get my V key again. Whoops, still in the text command, hit Escape, V key. I'll come over here and select this guy. I'm going to do Control C, Control V, and I'm going to arrow over again. But Platt, your last name is P. Oh, yeah, you're right. Before I do anything else, let's take this up to 288. Okay, I like that. 288 points. All right, so now I'm just going to kind of center it up here. I'm going to scoot this A over to about, kind of like that. I'm going to grab this R, and I'm going to scoot it over where it kind of touches, kind of like the A's touching. Like that. Okay. Now, this should have been the last piece this should have been the last one I created, which is the R, the R here. I'm going to double click that R. I got to change it to a P. All right, now we got a P. Okay, look. So now I'm going to take this guy and I'm going to arrow him even more. So the closer I can get these to almost touching, the better. I'm going to go and make sure, I'm going to hold my Shift key down and make sure that, whoops, get out of that, grab this R. And if you notice real closely, they're not quite aligned. So to fix that, I'll right mouse click, I'll come up here to Alignment, and I'll go Center, or actually Middle. Okay, that's what I want. Oops, helps to select them first, right? Let's try that again. Right mouse click, Alignment, Middle. All right, okay, I think that looks pretty good. So this is basically done, except for one thing. You got all this white space over here. We don't need that. So, we want to do another thing here. Grab your text, do a right mouse click, and convert it to a curve. Okay, a curve is just line art. It's no longer text. Same thing over here. Right mouse click, convert it to a curve. Okay. This guy here, right mouse click, convert to curves. Okay, so now it's all artwork instead of text. I'm going to do something here though. I'm going to move this over a little bit to where it's touching. Kind of like that. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the P. If you notice up here, it's got a slash through the outline. Double click on that. Try to double click on that. Whoops, there it is. I'm going to change all my colors here. I'm going to move all the sliders over to right here and make sure everything is white. Okay, that looks good. Now you can't see the line though. I'm going to click on this again, and I'm going to turn that outline around that letter, which is the stroke line. I'm going to turn it up to about right there. Hit OK. Now you can't see it because apparently the text is behind, the P is behind the A. So I'm going to go to Arrange, and I'm going to bring it up to the front. That looks good. It looks real good. I'm going to try to scoot that R over a little bit more. So you see that outline now around the P. Shows it pretty good. I like it. Okay, so now we've got this really cool looking monogram. I'm going to go ahead and save this file, do a save as. And I've already got one version of that monogram out there. So let me see if I can create another one. Scroll down here. And I'm going to say JEP. I'm going to change that to RAP monogram. I'm going to say version 2. Okay, good. Now, what's important is we want to come up here to this document and say clip to canvas. And what it does is it zooms it up and it gets rid of all the extraneous outside noise that we don't need. So it makes the decal much more efficient to place. Save the file again. Do a save. Could have done Control S. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a Control A and select everything. And I'm going to go to here. Let me move this here out of the way. You can't see it. Okay, good. I'm going to go Export. And it's going to come down here and give me a file name. I'm going to say R-P-L-A-R-A-P, monogram. I'll just come down here and grab the Affinity name and get rid of the AF on the end. Okay, get rid of that. Okay, hit OK. All right, so let's go back over to Fusion and take a look at this. So over here in Fusion, I got rid of that old one. I'm going to come over here where it says Insert. Click on Insert here. Come down here where it says Decal. And it's going to ask me for that decal, which I think was in my Camtasia folder. Hopefully I put it there. There's Camtasia. And I'll scroll down to where I can find that. There it is. I'll select that. And it's going to be kind of big, but I'm not worried about it. Select on this face. Oh goodness, it's really big. So what I'm going to do is just take that little blue arrow thing there and kind of turn it that way. I can also then rotate this around. I'll probably go back this way to 0. Kind of like that better. Okay, good. Now, before we get further with this, there's one thing we got to do. Let's go ahead and hit OK on that. Let's go ahead and hit OK. Now, if I rotate this part up, there might be a problem. Let's double check this again. I'm going to open up that right mouse click and edit that decal. And it does look good. I'm going to uncheck chain faces, okay? And let's scroll this over here a little bit. Keep aspect ratio. Yeah, that's fine. Hit OK. All right, so there's our monogram on our part, and we've completed it, and it looks really good. So now what I'm going to do is go on to the next part and put my decal on. Okay, that's good for now. So let's go back and make sure you understand the process again. So we're going to come back over here to Affinity. We're going to draw our Affinity monogram. Again, first initial, your last initial, and that's got to be the big one, and then your middle initial over here. Now, some of you say, well, Mr. Platt, I don't have a middle initial. Okay, that's fine. We'll just do a 2-letter monogram. It's the same process. In this case, you're going to start with your first name, like you see here, the R, and then you'll use your last name like that, and then you can play around with the last initial, your last name initial, make it bigger and make your first initial smaller, because your surname is the most important when you look at monograms. Okay, that's good for now. We'll stop here.